Good. Yes, you're on.
All right, good evening. I'd like to call the zoning board of appeals meeting to order. It's 7 p.m. on September 3rd. We all could stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So thank you, Linda, for drafting the minutes from the last meeting. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes? Bob, Rita? Yep. Mary? Yeah?
Yes.
Any discussion about the minutes, questions, feedback? Hearing none. Can I get a motion to accept the minutes as drafted?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Mary and Bob? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. All right, any correspondence, Linda,
No.
from last meeting till now?
No.
All right, great. So first up, we have Junshen Jiang for a public hearing. This was for a piece of property on Mapes Road. Requesting a variance for the location of a primary, for private storage garage building next to the primary structure. Representative from Grays Woodwork was here last time, and so I'd like to open the meeting up to public hearing, if there's anyone here to speak about it. Hearing none. Any update from the representative from Grays Woodwork?
No, I got all the copies of the letters that we sent out. You need those, or?
Yeah, you have to turn them in.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
Mr. Nicholson?
Nicholson, yep.
Okay, that's
And these
fine.
two, they just refused.
That's
them,
last
so.
one.
All right. I don't think we have anyone here for the public hearing.
And the notice was sent to the Times Hill Record.
Okay. We've done our due diligence. Make a motion to close the public hearing.
So, Kathy,
Kathy will make a motion.
Bob and Kathy?
Kathy and Bob.
Kathy and Bob.
Okay.
Ladies.
There we go. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. So we need a motion or a resolution.
Sure, I'll do it for the next meeting, okay?
Perfect. We'll just adopt it then, Alex?
I would do it that way, yeah. It's the
Okay.
best way.
Great. So we'll just
Like you did the last one.
close that item and move on to the next.
So that's in favor, obviously, of the variance for the,
No.
or no? What?
Well, I think Alex has to draft the resolution
How does that,
so
Where
that
do we stand?
Well, I think it looks favorable,
ah,
but, you know, let me look at the whole thing.
mhm.
And what's your number and name in case I need you?
So
Robert
was everyone in
Robert.
favor of the variance?
Mickelson, M-I-C-K-E-L-S-O-N.
usually the resolution's drafted and then we vote on it.
845.
Like the resolution.
Then what?
M-I-C-K-E-L-S-O-N.
Yeah. If I need any information, what's the number?
845-866-4292.
Okay, all right.
You think we would know before the next meeting, or, I mean,
I can't really do that, but, yeah, I think it looks favorable. So I haven't heard any reason why not.
no, okay.
All right.
It's gonna be another month then,
Yeah.
before we can start.
Wait.
So we'll meet, we always meet the first Wednesday of every
Yeah,
month.
so we gotta wait for it.
And
But
so-
you don't need to hear from the next one.
No.
You can take care of that.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
So we'll have a resolution drafted next time
Okay.
that, if it's a will of the board to
Okay.
adopt that resolution.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Thank you.
too.
Was that from Mapes Road? Yeah,
Yes.
I missed it. Thank you.
Did you have any questions, or?
It's across the street from me,
Oh,
just
okay. I
curious
can show
of what
you.
it was.
Oh, I'll just show you pictures here. This was just a, you can, here, take this.
And if you can ask them if they're missing their cat, because I don't know if they speak English very well. Their cat is in my property.
Oh, is it here all the time?
Black,
So they want
goes
to put
my
a little
place
garage
all
here
the
in the
time.
driveway,
What is it?
the garage here.
Oh, all right.
And they, it was supposed to be, they had to be 250 feet, it's only 185. So they're proposing to reduce that distance, but with all the tree cover and stuff, you're not gonna see it at all.
I'll probably see it because I'm right across the street.
Yeah, yeah, so it's pretty dense in there, so.
Right now it is.
Yeah.
Come like 3 months, it's not gonna be.
Very good.
All right.
Grace does a nice building.
Yeah,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Take care.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Next item on our agenda is Oya Franklin Road LLC. From the last meeting, there were a few outstanding items that we had asked for the representatives from Oya to present. We don't have anyone in attendance. Any correspondence from them that they're not going to be present or will be present, Linda?
They just sent me, the planning board had scheduled, them for a public hearing. Okay? So I had to send them information for them to send out, just like, you know, the joiners, the notice and everything. So when I sent them all that information, I asked them, I put in my email to them, are you coming back to the ZBA meeting on this date? They never answered me. Okay. So then I sent them another email asking the same question again, are you coming back to the ZBA on this date? And they never answered me again. So I realized that, you know, we had the Labor Day holiday and everything. So they answered me yesterday. They also have my telephone number, my cell phone number and everything, I don't care. And, they said they weren't coming.
Okay.
So, I have a question. We added to the ZBA application by vote of everybody on the board that anyone wanting to come to the ZBA has to, submit an application 17 days in advance before our meeting, just like the planning board has to do.
Yes.
So, do you want me to let them know that in order for them to come back, they have to let us know 17 days in advance whether they're coming in October or not? Or do you want them to just show up? I'm not gonna keep adding them. This is the second time they haven't showed up when I put them on the agenda. They were on 2 months prior to this and they didn't come. And now they're on again for September. Now, I was under the impression after the questions that was asked by this board that they were gonna go back and try to find out some answers, or possibly, like you had suggested, maybe bring the electrician to the, meeting, so you could get your questions answered. Nothing. I didn't hear anything until they came to the planning board meeting and they got their public hearing. They asked you for a public hearing, you said no.
Yeah, the will of the board was those outstanding questions we wanted feedback for. What's the presence, Alex, for?
Well, this 17-day rule, I mean, the way Linda put it, it's 17 days from the application. That's the application to the board.
Right.
But I don't know if that applies to every single meeting,
I don't know.
because they don't reapply every single time. I don't think it does.
So-
I'm not saying it's a courteous thing to do.
So at what point does there's perpetual, you know, absenteeism on the applicant's part, does the board decide to?
I mean, how
remove the
many days should I
application
give
from the
them?
agenda?
Should I give them a week?
Well, I don't know if it's removing it from the agenda so much as, let me put it this way. Under your local, I took a look at this, at the deadlines and times for both the planning board and the zoning board, because every municipality is different. Mount Hope has no deadline rules for the zoning board. However, you have state rules that say that the time to do a hearing must be reasonable. Now, many municipalities have it within a certain amount of time, like 60 days, 62 days. The state law on ZBA is the time for the hearing has to be reasonable.
Oh,
So to my way of thinking, if they don't answer reasonable questions put to them by the board, you don't have to set a public hearing. And the application just sits there, it's in limbo. For example, the difference is with the planning board, under local rules and state rules, they have to set a hearing date within 62 days, which is one of the reasons why I had, and a decision after 62 days after that, which is one of the reasons why in front of the planning board, I said that they should consent to extending those times, because they're always extended, it's no big, you know, it's not a big deal, they're always extended by local boards and the applicants, because different reasons call for different reasons to extend for more information. So the bottom line is, I don't think they have a 17-day rule for
Okay.
each meeting, but, you know, it is a lack of courtesy, and I think the board doesn't have to take action until they answer the questions and show up. And in front of the planning board, we did set a public hearing, but it was put on the record that it was with their consent, knowing that the planning board can't make a final decision on the application to the planning board until they get a variance from this board. If they don't get a variance, planning board can't do anything. And also, this board can't make a final decision until the planning board issues a secret determination. So there's a, you know, yeah, it's,
It's the chicken or the egg question. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What comes first?
but here, you gotta have a chicken and egg.
Yeah.
You know, so, we decided to hold a public hearing in front of the planning board, so the planning board could have a better understanding of the secret issues in order to issue a secret determination that would help this board. And I don't know what their reason is for not coming, but sooner or later, they're gonna have to come and, I think, answer those questions before you need to hold a hearing. And I'll tell the planning board that too.
They didn't change anything before the planning board. I mean, the plans haven't changed since.
Not that I remember, no.
Okay.
No, I don't think they have. I mean, they submit a lot of maps and a lot of stuff, but they really, I can't remember them changing, like
Okay.
Alex said, much of anything before the planning board. And the planning board keeps saying, well, what are you doing with the zoning board, right? And they're not doing anything.
And if they ask that question at the public hearing, which is what, in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah,
We'll
the
tell them.
17th, I think, the
Yeah,
17th.
we'll tell them.
Well, no,
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting I want to be immediately dismissive of their application on here, but I didn't know if there was a precedence for, you know, after 3 subsequent visits of, you know,
I mean, it's very
meetings
possible
not being on
that,
there.
There's no exact time
No.
frame, and it's what's reasonable, and,
So maybe we'll reach out to them, Linda, on
Yeah.
the zoning board's behalf, maybe we reach out to them and say, you know, are they gonna be present at the next meeting? And
I can reach out to
if
them and
they're-
ask them
If they move their
that.
application, that's fine.
I don't have any problem asking them that right at the planning board, right? I mean,
sure.
to be honest with you, there's some board members on the planning board that have asked very similar questions as to what Ken was asking them, at a couple other meetings, that they were at. What would happen if you don't get what you're asking from the zoning board? I mean, they may not have asked in the megawatt thing, or we've had some people ask, well, these solar farms are known to keep selling to one person, another person, and we have to keep tracking you down to find out where you are, to get you to pay your bills, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, they all know it, and they say, well, that's par for the course. And
So
the
at this
board members
point,
have
yeah.
said, this one particular board member, and I'm not gonna mention his name, said, well, we're not gonna keep on putting up with it.
So at this point, having no representation tonight from Oya Pine Grove, and I truthfully was I think the Bristol board is too interested in their feedback and the application. So, you know, having them not here, we'll have to, you know, skip over that one, and hopefully they'll return if they're interested for next month.
I mean, they get a lot of mailings, whether anybody will show up to ask these questions, I don't know. I mean, you know
Well, the
what?
planning board can ask the questions.
Yeah.
Oh, the planning board can ask, and
Oh,
I think there's a lot of people on the planning board that are very interested, because they're very unhappy with some of the, solar farms that said certain things and didn't follow through on it.
Okay. All right, so, any other board interest? Otherwise, motion,
No, but he was saying that the state has not a law about reasonable time.
Oh, it's a law. It
It's
is
a law, okay. And you said the planning board has some kind of precedent too, but we don't. Do we need to set a precedent like that?
Well, you have state law. State law does govern the planning board.
Oh,
But
okay.
all I said was now Hope doesn't have a local law governing the the
Should we get a
DDA
local
deadline.
law?
I don't think you need it, because you have the state law, and the state law basically says that you have to set a hearing that's reasonable, within a time frame that's reasonable. Then you have to decide the application within 62 days after the hearing.
Can I ask a question?
But, like I said, they're always extended.
Yeah, they are.
And, by the way, I'm also gonna suggest to the planning board that they don't close the public hearing
Right,
they're gonna have next time
right, that makes sense.
until there's a hearing before this board.
Right,
They're not gonna like that.
because that'll
Okay.
definitely affect.
No, I don't mean the planning board, I mean
No, I know,
the
but,
applicant, but I think the planning
but-
board will follow your suggestion. But I have a question for you. Now, at the planning board public hearing, can any of these board members come and ask a question?
you know,
Or is that,
there's nothing that says you can, but I don't think it's a good idea.
okay,
I think the zoning board ought to act in its own meetings. and-
Okay.
As an independent body.
Right.
all right, no other business, motion to adjourn. Go ahead.
Yes.
read
Do I
it.
have a second?
All right, I'm gonna,
Kathy, go ahead.
Yes.
There,
Yeah.
we
Read
go.
it in
Chris
good
to shut this
copy?
off.
Gotta put them on the, yeah.
All in favor? All opposed?
I'm gonna get Chris to shut this off.
The reference questions are really, really good. And I know you come from the town board meetings, that's why I asked. You asked some really good questions.
Okay, folks, good night.
Good
I
night.
think we have some
Good
questions.
night.
Oh, sure. you got one.
And your questions are really good, really good.